Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Today's video is a very interesting topic actually, one that is very interesting, and that is that Republican Senator from Tennessee, Marsha Blackburn, is mulling a bid to run for governor of Tennessee in 2026. So Senator Marsha Blackburn is reportedly mulling a bid for Tennessee's governor position. According to an article published last Tuesday by Axios, Blackburn has been making calls and telling people she is likely to make a bid for the state's 2026 gubernatorial race. A source told the outlet that state and federal elected officials have made calls in support of the senator's candidacy for the position. One Republican senator confirmed to The Hill on Tuesday that Blackburn is eyeing the position, calling it Tennessee's, quote, worst kept secret. Another source familiar with the situation added that Blackburn was making numerous calls to Tennessee politicos about a potential run this weekend, likely with the effect of trying to freeze the potential GOP field in place until she officially decides on a run. The current governor of Tennessee is Governor Bill Lee. He is term limited and cannot run again for re-election. Because the state leans solidly Republican, whoever wins the GOP primary likely will be Lee's successor. Axios' local national outlet reported Damon Heininger and Joe Baker are wealthy business people who have yet to run for public office but may run in the primary. Other insiders told Axios several other Tennessee lawmakers may pursue the office, including Representatives John Rose, Mark Green, and other state-level officials. Blackburn was first elected to the Senate in 2018, becoming the state's first female senator. Before that, she served in the House since 2003. If Blackburn were to run for governor and win, she would be the state's first female governor. Blackburn is a staunch supporter of President-elect Trump and received his endorsement for her most recent election win in November. This is a very interesting video because there is very common examples you can find of senators running for governor. One just happened was actually Senator Mike Braun from Indiana. He was serving as the senator in Indiana, and he just ran, instead of running for Senate again, he ran for governor in this election. So there is a very recent example of this happening. I am now just going to look real quickly at the 2026 governor elections, see if Wikipedia has a page for it. It is. Right now, the candidates, as mentioned, publicly expressed interest. We have Representative Tim Burchett from Tennessee, Representative John Rose from Tennessee, and a numerous of potential candidates like Joe Baker, as mentioned, Senator Marsha Blackburn, Bill Hagerty, the other senator from Tennessee, Trey Hargett, Tennessee Secretary of State, Damon Heininger, Andy Ogle as the U.S. Representative, and Cameron Sexton, Speaker of Tennessee's House of Representatives. So a lot of Republican candidates could potentially run. Not a ton of Democratic candidates because, again, it's Tennessee. It's going to be heavily expected to be a Republican state. I'll just show you some recent examples of Tennessee elections. In the 2024 presidential election, Donald Trump just won the state over Kamala Harris 64% to 34%, so a 30% win in Tennessee. No real surprise there. I don't believe there was a Senate race in 2024 for Tennessee, but let's just double check and be sure. Oh, there was. Marsha Blackburn, of course, just won this Senate race, also winning the state by 30 points over her Democratic challenger. And looking back in the Senate side of things, the last time there's a race other than that was in 2020, where the Senator Republican Hagerty won by 27 points. So we know Tennessee is a safe Republican state, and it's likely going to stay a safe Republican state for a while. Actually, let's not, instead of looking at President Trump's numbers, since we're talking about Marsha Blackburn, let's look at the Senate numbers. On the Senate side of things, of course, some of the biggest areas in the state is, one, Davidson County. This is where the city of Nashville is. Nashville's a big Democratic area, voting for the Democrat over Marsha Blackburn 63% to 35%. Shelby County, where the city of Memphis is, voted 60-38 for the Democrat over Senator Blackburn. Chattanooga, Hamilton County, voting for Blackburn 56 to 42, and Knoxville voting 58 to 40 for Blackburn over Gloria Johnson. And then throughout the state, there are numerous counties of a few thousands to tens of thousands of votes throughout the state, and all these votes come in pretty much all Republican, and they add up slowly, 10,000 votes here or there, that lead to Marsha Blackburn getting 1.9 million votes, to the Democratic candidates 1 million votes. So in terms of the electoral aspects, we're not going to really see a very close race in 2026 for the governor's race, and I think similar to my Florida videos I've done, I mentioned the most interesting part of those elections may be the Republican primaries that go on. And I think in the case of the 2026 Tennessee governor election, I think we're looking at a similar situation here where the Republican primary could potentially be very competitive and very spicy if Marsha Blackburn, the senator, does decide to run for it, and some of these other representatives like Tim Burchett, John Rose, or maybe some other high-profile representatives in Tennessee decide to run for this governor's race. So this is an interesting one because if she does decide to do this, if Blackburn does decide to run for governor instead of running again for senator, well, she will likely win the Republican primary for governor, but that'll also be an open Senate seat. And of course, we're going to have to wait and see which Republicans run for that. But it's just a very fascinating situation, and one I want to do a video on because I at very least found it very interesting and something that I do want to monitor at very least going forward. I do expect Blackburn, if she does run for the governor's race, to win, as she has the name recognition of being a senator, and that would help her in a statewide race. I have not seen anything saying she's unpopular in the state, so I would expect her to win. But of course, we'll have to wait and see and wait for votes to be counted and wait for election day for anything like this to officially be made. But still, this is a very interesting situation and one I thought was worth doing a little update video on. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give the video a like and to click subscribe to my channel and tap the bell icon so you always get notified when I post a new video every single day. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in a future video.
That will do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to give it a like. And if you really liked it, please remember to click the subscribe button. And make sure you turn post notifications on so you always get notified when I post a new video. That way you never miss one. Also, please remember to share this video with your friends and family if you really like the video. And remember to stay tuned because I'll be posting at least one video every single day leading up until election day. So I'd really appreciate it if you keep coming back and watching those videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in a future video.